Hi guys, so I wanted to give you guys like top 5 tips on how to kickstart your 2020 and have the best start to the year ever. So the first thing, I think, tip number 1, which is the most obvious thing, is you need to get your mindset right. So you need to decide in advance right now that I'm going to get in the best shape of my life this year. I know it sounds simple. That is the first decision you have to make because you have to decide first. Tip number 2 that I would say is very important is try and focus on eating like a high protein diet. Protein is always known for, you guys always hear it, people always say eat high protein. Protein helps you, preserve or build muscle mass, which for some females, they might think, I don't want muscle mass, I'm gonna look like a bulky bodybuilder. It's not gonna happen to you. What it's gonna do for you is, if you preserve muscle mass, it's gonna allow you to burn more calories. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3 that I'd say is very important is, and this is not obvious for you guys, but you need to make sure you get enough sleep. There's no set rule, but I would say that 6 to 8 hours is the optimum amount of sleep that you need to get. The more, I would say, the better. If you can lean towards 7 or 8 hours. Now, why sleeping? How does it relate to you getting in better shape? Is because what happens is, if you don't get enough sleep, what happens is your body is more likely to store body fat. And number 2, when you don't feel productive, you tend to go and eat bad food, So you can imagine, right? So here's the thing. You can live without food for a couple days, but you can't live without sleep. You're super grumpy, you're very unproductive, your mindset's not correct. That's tip number 3. I would say tip number 4, that's very, very important, is to make sure that you have tools that's gonna help you become successful. So if you're already one of our clients, you know that we provide tools such as having your breakfast smoothie. Having things prepared in advance is going to allow you to become successful, and it's going to allow you to conveniently get all your nutrients in quickly. And my last tip number 5, is to make sure that you commit to some form of challenge with a deadline. So if you have if there's a body transformation challenge happening, you need to commit to that, because when you commit to something like that, you have a goal that you're working towards. I hope these 5 tips are super helpful for you. Use it like a checklist, crush your 2020, and have a powerful year, guys.